Please remember to post a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can always get my latest travel videos. Happy Wednesday! Today I'm going to answer viewer questions about Amsterdam, Netherlands. Please remember that you can see my entire Amsterdam series by clicking on the links in the description below. Bert from Toronto asks, is it true that cyclists in Amsterdam are dangerous and they'll easily run over a pedestrian? I've heard that you've taken your own life in your hands if you walk along the streets of Amsterdam. Bert's question is about cyclists trying to run you over in Amsterdam, and Bert, that's a bit of a myth, because in Amsterdam, as in many European cities, there are clearly marked pedestrian paths and clearly marked bike paths. So the cyclists don't go to the pedestrian side, but the pedestrians, who are tourists and from another country, often will merge into the cycle path, and that's where you get the problems. So if you don't know where you are, you have to look down at the pavement, and the pavement will tell you if you're in a pedestrian path or a cycle path. And they'll have a little bicycle if you're in the cycle path and a little man walking if you're in the pedestrian path. So stick to the pedestrian path and you'll be perfectly safe. Marilyn from North Carolina asks, I would like to visit Amsterdam, but I've heard that there's open drug use and prostitution on the streets. So it's very scary there. Is this true? Marilyn's question is about open drug use and prostitution in Amsterdam, and that's a bit of a myth as well. Prostitution, or sex work, is restricted to the red light district, and that's where you'll find the prostitution or sex workers. And there is a section in my video which shows the red light district. And also, as far as drug use, that's restricted to coffee shops. So you're not allowed to smoke a joint in the street in Amsterdam, nor are you allowed to drink a bottle of beer outside on the streets. So there's not many openly drunk people or openly high people just staggering around the streets. So that's a myth, and good question though. Jill from Georgia asks, I've heard that people in Amsterdam are very direct and seemingly rude, and they're rude to tourists. Is that true? Jill's question is about Dutch people in Amsterdam seemingly rude because they're so direct. And Dutch people, like many people, other people in Europe, English is their second language, although the Dutch do speak English very well. But when you're speaking a second language, you tend to be very direct because you're having to figure out exactly what you're going to be saying, and you don't really mix words. You want to be understood. So, that may cause you to believe that they're being direct or rude. They're not being direct or rude. They're actually being very friendly and trying to speak your language, which is English. Alex from Idaho asks, I've heard that there are a lot of aggressive beggars, drunks, and high people who are high on drugs hanging around the train station, and that's very, very bothersome. Is that true? Alex's question is about aggressive beggars, drunk, and high people hanging around the train station, loitering around. And that is, I would say, a myth. I've never seen that in Amsterdam. That's just not common at all. So, they do allow drug use. They do allow drinking, as does North America. And but the police pretty much keep things under control, so that kind of behavior, certainly at the train station, is not allowed. Catherine from Kansas asks, from other travel videos, I've heard that there's a strong smell of cannabis or marijuana in Amsterdam. Is that true? Catherine's question is about the strong smell of marijuana or cannabis in the streets of Amsterdam, and that again I would say is a myth, because cannabis is restricted to the coffee shops. You're not allowed to smoke a joint on the street, as I mentioned before, so I don't think you'll find that. It is legal, however it is restricted, and I don't think you'll find that. Good question though. Thank you for your excellent questions. I hope I answered them, and I hope my answers helped you and also helped all my other viewers. Again, all my videos from Amsterdam can be viewed by clicking on the links in the description below. Please stay tuned for more of my travel videos, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe, post a like, and hit the notification bell for future videos.